Starting a career in trucking, you're going to need help.
Twisted.
Feel free to add me on your application as the driver who referred you. You will click yes and then type in COXDJO.
So, when you come out here trucking, there's a very important thing that you're going to need to do, and that's going to be building your network of help. So, this might be consist of like your trucker buddies, your family. There's going to be a lot of different people that are going to help you through this process. And at the end of the day, it's going to be your truck. You're going to run it your way. But it doesn't hurt to have like maybe somebody that's real good at running lease, that's your friend and that you're able to talk to and call on to whenever you have questions about lease. Having an experienced driver out there with 30, 40 years experience or 20 years of experience, you can use that knowledge for like times of the year when freight slows down, speeds up, what's their opinions going to happen, that's going to happen, how to get better fuel. You can even use one of the guys that you're all like, man, this dude's my boy. He's funny. He cracks me up. He keeps my spirits lifted. So those days that you're out there and you're just down on the luck and you're like, man, I'm having a horrible day. You can count on them to come through and pick you up in spirits. Now, there's also those guys out there that you're going to friend and they're going to be messing up all the time. Like, I'll never forget one of my people in my network. He messed up all the time. I've told y'all stories in the past about him going back to the '02 when he was supposed to be at the 90 and just different stuff like that. Now, he keeps it interesting, and I learned what not to do from him. I remember one time he convinced me to, hey, let's just, we're both tired. Let's just pull over and take like an hour nap. We'll wake each other up and then we'll just keep rolling again. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'll try this out. So I pulled over, took my hour nap, got up, was even more tired than before I went to sleep, and still had to drive out some miles to get to where I needed to be to make the load on time. And I was just like, that was a bad idea. And then it took days and days and days to get rid of that wanting to take a nap during my shift. So I learned a lot from that experience. At the end of the day, it's going to be your truck. You're going to run it your way, but having a community and a support system is really going to uplift you higher than everybody else. Your family is going to be one of your good support systems in this also, because having like your wife or your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, as a support system is going to help you out, because some days you just want to throw in the towel. So you call them up, hey, what's going on? And they're all like, oh, stuff's going good, and I think I need to find something else to do. And they might support you and say, hey, you know what? You wanted to do this. Go ahead, pick yourself up, and start running that freight again. Just having a good support system is going to help you out. But this network of people are all going to bring different information to the table. They're going to bring different looks onto the situation that you're in. And not only that, but sometimes you're just needing somebody to talk to all night. Now, your network should consist of your trainers that you had that taught you the industry. It might be guys that started at the same time as you, or it could be guys that have lots of experience that you met, like eating out or something like that. You're at a diner and you just start talking to the trucker next to you and y'all become friends. On our Discord, on the Truck It Discord, if you are not a member of that, we have a really good team of skilled truckers and stuff like that, or people that were in the industry. Like Pegleg is one guy that comes to mind real quick. Pegleg has stayed up all night long with a driver that was like, man, I'm tired. It's hard for me to stay up, man. I just want to park for the day, but I won't make my load on time. So I'm trying to push myself more. And Pegleg has actually stayed up with this driver all night long and made sure that he got all the way to his place and that he backed it in and he was good and got off the phone. And Pegleg, he's always there for us. He's a guy that has a lot of knowledge. Like, he knows where truck stops are. He remembers driving the roads. He had a real passion for this business. Another guy that you will see on there a lot is going to be River Rich. River Rich is very knowledgeable about lease. He's studied a lot. He's done a lot of research, and he's really on the ball game with it. You know, you got Versatile Duckland in there. Sometimes he's in there talking to people. You can get information from Versatile Duckland about leasing, and he's done lease, he's done company. If you have questions like that, he's going to be part of that network to help you succeed. Yeah, of course, Sam Avocado. Sam Avocado is the guy that, whenever I'm like, am I overreacting today? He's kind of our guy that has that level head that, he's blunt. He's like me. He's blunt, and he's going to tell me like it is. So if I'm ever overreacting, he's going to be like, "Hey, you are overreacting," and I'll step back and think about the whole situation and be like, "You know what? Maybe I am overreacting," or maybe he's like, "Hey, I agree with you." If he agrees with me, then I know I'm not overreacting, and I'm going to have to say something or do something different to fix myself. You can learn anything from anybody. Just all it takes is you talking to them and you asking them the questions that you need to know. Sometimes you won't like the answer, but those guys that give you the real answer, those are the guys that will stand behind you no matter what, because they're not scared to tell you, "Hey, you're messing up." And they're taking that risk right there of, man, I might mess up this friendship, or I might build this friendship even stronger by just being honest. So if you're on the Truck It Discord, then you can put @everyone and VC. That means that we're in the voice chat. We're helping each other out. And I've seen it on there before where somebody's put @everyone. I have a question about lease, Peterbilt versus Freightliner. And I look in there and I watch all the guys show up one after another. Boom, boom, boom. And they're right there to help out. So just having that network and that family right there, I feel like all the guys on Discord are actually pretty close and are getting to know each other very well. So just remember, the more people you have in your network, the more help you're going to get out there over the road. It's not that nobody wants to help each other over the road. It's that everybody knows that what you're going to have to do is find your own way and what works for you best. They will give you tips and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to find out what's going to work for you the best at running your own truck or your own business. Remember, like I always say, knowledge is power. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share my videos. It helps.
I gotta talk about Greenwich too. Senior America's in there helping people out on that Discord. Real life, 20-year experience guy. Add me as a referral to your application. Click yes and then type in COXDJO.
Make sure you click the next video right there.